All right, so now that we're in SolidWorks, let's take a look around at the interface in general and see what's going on here. So if I look at it, up here at the upper left is this little house that brings me to here. And so I can start a file, or I can go to open here. I can also go to those straight from here. I can go to recent to see my recent files, which will also show up in this area here. I can go to learn, so I can see some trainings that are provided by SolidWorks, and it's also some alerts for things on your computer. So you can do that. You can also come over here, and they've got some options here. So kind of, I have an update available, but also I can go in, look through some different things over here. If you just click away, it'll hide itself. If you click the little push pin, then it'll stay where it is. So take that off, go away. The gear will get me to options. We'll talk about that in another video. And if you put your mouse over the word SolidWorks, you'll get back down to old school drop-down menus. And so once I start a part file, you'll see how that works. So I can also just click on new to get this to come up. And I also click on the little arrow here and go to new. Do the same thing. But I can go to some tutorials. I can pick these. And there's also an advanced mode. So if you have other templates set up, you can use those. I like to use the stock templates, especially when I'm teaching, so that way everyone's the same. So I'm just going to go back to here. So you can either pick here and say OK, or you can double click and it'll open a part file. And now you'll see that we're here in the part mode. So we have our ribbon. And so this ribbon looks a little different than other Windows ribbons because it predated it. This ribbon was in use long before Windows went from toolbars to the ribbon. And so SolidWorks has just kept their look for it. So the tab labels are on the bottom and the ribbon's on top. And so you can see I can switch through tabs. If I right click, I can add or subtract tabs. So like sheet metal isn't on by default, but if you want it on, you can check it. If I don't want it, you can just uncheck it and it goes away. So you can kind of go through, you can see and evaluate. Now here's where we have measurements, mass properties, things like that. So once we go in and start working on things, we can do some checking on things here. Some other pieces here. Most of the time we're going to stay in features, sketch, and evaluate. If I go over the word SolidWorks, now my pull downs come out and I have a lot more options. So like under tools, I can go in, I can look at all of these pieces. If I go to insert, you can see that some of them are the same as there, but there's some options that are here in the pull downs that aren't available in the ribbon. So we'll have to find those sometimes. So like in sanitations, doing this cosmetic thread, there's no place for that in here. So we want to be able to kind of get back to those by going into here to look at it. Over here we have our browser. So this is our history of what we've done, but it also shows us where our planes are here and our origin. And we can specify our material here. So if I right click, I can pick a material for this part. Down here in the bottom right is my units. So I can, right now I'm set on IPS, inch, pound, second, so imperial measurements. But if I want to go to a metric drawing, you can just come up here and click that and switch over right here at the bottom. Okay. And we'll have another video where we go over different view things. So that's the basic interface here in SolidWorks. One kind of important thing is there's this little stoplight right here. And sometimes when you do a change, things don't happen right away. And you'll have to hit this to update things, especially if you're doing things in a table or something like that. So, all right, talk to you later.